Hello, Mr. Shashwat. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Win. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So,
Yeah,
can we just start off by you stating your name and the recent rotation that you just finished?
yeah. So I'm Dr. Shashwat Keshri. I'm an IMG from India. I finished my graduation last year and I'm planning for the match this year. So I wanted to do some rotations in the US for the USCE and I happen to know about med clerkships. Just finished a month of rotations in internal medicine. It was a tele rotation and it was in New York. And it was excellent. I had a beautiful experience.
Great. Can you describe in as much detail as you can your overall experience?
Yeah. So I'll start with my own case. Initially, I wanted to do a hands on rotation, being in the US, being with the doctor, and doing the rotation, interacting with the patients. But due to the coronavirus pandemic and the travel restrictions surrounding it, I couldn't go to the US. So I talked to Med Clerkships, I talked to Dan, and I was told that I could do it in a tele rotation and I wouldn't be charged extra for it. So I opted for it, and my preceptor was in New York, and it was a wonderful experience. It was 5 days a week, around 8 hours a day, and we were hands on as you can ever be. We had access to the EMR, we could write patient notes, we could talk to the patients, and even better was we had an amazing experience with the co interns. There were four of us, and it was a very hands-on experience.
That's great. In your opinion, do you feel the preceptor worked well with the students and was it a high educational environment?
Yeah, my preceptor was excellent. He made sure that we understood every case as it came by. We literally discussed every case and we went into the details of it. If something was not known to us, we would go into a literature review. We would look up to date, we would look up PubMed, and we would then discuss it even further. Moreover, we gave a presentation. One every student had to give one, and we talked about the presentation and we discussed it with the preceptor as well.
Great. So, in your opinion, do you feel that you learned a lot from him, the preceptor?
Definitely, definitely. I think I enjoyed the experience, and it was a learning experience for me.
That's great to hear. How would you describe your experiences with med clerkships and its services?
Med clerkship has been great to me. So, in my case, I was supposed to do two rotations, though, which were supposed to be hands-on rotations in the US. I was supposed to be in the US, but as I said, due to the travel restrictions, I could not go. So, med clerkships, without charging any extra fees, transferred those hands on experience to tele rotations, and they were excellent about it. They they were excellent with the follow up. They replied to my emails, and there was never an issue. I never felt that there is anything to worry about. I was in safe hands. And if I had any problem with the preceptor, Met Clusters looked forward. I just sent them an email and they replied quickly and tried their best to solve it.
I'm happy to hear that. Can you
Yeah.
describe one or two benefits that you got from med clerkships?
Yeah. So I don't think any other company that provides the rotations to international students would give such an personal experience as MetClerkship does. They listen to you, they reply to your emails, they work with you, they ask you what you want, they give you options, and if for some reason you have to change your plans, that's the biggest thing because being an IMG, nothing is certain. You might get a visa, you might not get a visa. The coronavirus pandemic, you might not be able to travel. They are willing to do whatever it takes to suit you and to suit them, and they are willing to work for it, and they don't charge anything extra. And that was they went far beyond what I had expected of them, and what was contractually obligated of them, and I really loved it.
That's great. One last question: would you recommend med clerkships to other students, and
Definitely,
would you yourself do another rotation through med clerkships?
definitely, and I will tell you when this is the second time I'm doing a rotations with you guys. The first time was 2 years ago, and it was a hands-on experience. And I never thought about it going to any other company for it. I just went back to med clerkship, sent you an email, and you guys hooked me up for everything. I Whenever a colleague of mine asks about USC, I just say go to med clerkships and you'll be sorted. You don't have to worry about anything with them.
We're very happy to hear that, sir. I just want to say
Yeah,
thank you for your time. I know you have a busy schedule. I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Thank you, sir.
anytime.